What's up?
What's up?
Welcome back to Sinister Sinema. Tonight we're
Can't see, I'm blind.
What are we talking about? Hellraiser 2022.
Hellraiser.
2022.
Hellraisers.
222. Hellraiser 22.
Hellraisers?
Razors. Hellraisers. We should make a movie called Hellraisers about little kids on razor scooters. They're raising hell, but on razors.
What did I say earlier? Look.
About Hellraiser?
Yeah.
About the movie or Hellraiser Judgment?
I said we should make something about... Damn it, I can't remember. It was a good idea, too. You're like, oh, shit.
I've had a couple of things sitting in my brain's gone.
But I'm blind.
You're not used to being in front of the lights?
No, I'm just getting old and fucking decrepit.
You know what's weird is like, hey, Lyric, is that we
Lyric.
have,
DMD.
whenever we were doing this, you know, every day for...
It feels like I haven't done it in fucking a month.
It feels like it's been like forever since we've been here, and it's only been a couple days.
Lyric, subscribe again.
Thanks, Lyric.
That's cool. Oh, Lyric. Shucks.
4-month streak.
Damn. Damn.
Did you try your drink yet?
No, I'm scared. It's red.
I put blood in it.
Because it's Hellraisers.
I squeezed a steak in there.
Hellraisers.
Should I turn this thing on?
What is it?
Hey, Diesel. The marquee.
Why didn't you put 2022? People are going to think we're talking about...
The thing that went out, I think, says 2021. You mean if they show up and it just says Hellraiser?
They're going to be like, man...
They'll think that we're talking about...
They're going to talk about a bunch of leather daddies with cuts in them.
Dude, I wish.
Lyric asked, what are we drinking?
It's just a made-up drink. It's just lime and rum and I just kind of made it up on the fly.
It's because we're a couple of Hellraisers.
I'm going to try to fix this thing on the fly for you. See if this works. Does it do anything over there?
Nope.
Let's see what happens. Boom.
Damn, look at that. Now they're...
Yes, we did.
Now we're talking business.
I'm quiet. That's not cool. Hello. Damn it.
Was off.
I turned on the wrong switch.
Am I all right?
Yeah, you sound great. You know what I need to... You know why? Because I just said, bam, we don't even need Jamie anymore. Fuck.
Lean, hear you now.
That's some
I think
bullshit.
Alert's fucked up already.
I'm going to start over. Welcome to Sinister Sinema, where we bring you the best in audio quality. Your notes say Hellraiser. Are you sure that's for the right movie?
I was making sure. I think I downloaded the wrong Hellraiser. The movie poster, right, has a pair of butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And with spikes coming out of the
You're
middle?
thinking that's Hellblazers. So
it says I can hear you now. See, I'm fucking blind, dude.
It's a
I thought it said lean.
It's just rum and lime and fashionola in a 3-2-2 ratio.
3-2-2.
3 ounces of rum, 2 ounces of fashionola, 2 ounces of lime juice.
I think.
Plenty of crushed ice. Damn it.
Swept.
Every time. Yeah, Carlos swept. Carlito swept.
I'm going to weep if I can't go to that Napalm Death show.
When is that?
On Saturday.
Why couldn't you go? Just go. Fuck those fools.
I hate Doug Carlos says I'm not wanted there.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're wanted or not.
Yeah, Lyric. Did you get that script Lyric sent you?
Oh, yeah. The scripts.
The scripts.
Yeah.
I read it while I was eating some shrimp.
Oh, he said he'll sneak me in his boy pussy.
Nice.
It's big. I've seen it and I've heard.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, she sent me a bloodbath.
Yeah.
That was good. It just needs a little something. I don't know what
I liked
needs.
it, and I was thinking about it. So Lyric sent us some scripts from some of that she's. Lyric, are those things you're producing? I assume it's things that she's producing in film school for some student films, and they were what I think like 6 and 8 pages long, so probably little 4 to 5 minute movies. If you average about 30 seconds a page, that's average. Screenwriters Guild told me that. So the first one that I read was called Bloodbath.
This shit's spicy.
And the second one was called Peepers. And they were both, I can't remember the characters' names right off the bat, but I know they both started with J. They both happened in bathrooms. They were both shadowy figures. And they were both creepy. And I asked her, I don't know if I told you this, but I asked her if that was an assignment for a screenwriting class or something, like, because they both had so many similarities, and Similac, but they weren't. They were, they just happened. It's just a very big coinky dink.
I really, so I read Peepers. I like Peepers a lot. Mm-hmm. And I told her, Lyric, what I didn't get, and I'll tell you why I didn't get it. I was like, what I didn't get is what was up with the eyes. And she goes, it's because the fear of taking a shit and actually making eye contact with somebody on the outside world. And I was like, see, I don't give a fuck, though. I'll look for motherfuckers wanting to look in my stall.
Dude.
And I'll be like, sup?
What's up, homie?
So and it brought back a flood of memories. I told you I was going to tell you this story.
Yeah. I feel like you're looking, are you like trying to entice the people by looking directly at them while you're pooping, or?
Yeah, and it's even better if I'm making noise at the same time. Like, it sounds like there's a fucking 1942 fucking DeSoto backfiring. That's even better.
And like right when you make eye contact.
Yeah, I hate Doug Carlos in between the crack of the door.
Yeah.
So one time I was in the restroom, right, in the fucking handicap stall. This little script, Peepers, brought all these memories back. I'm in there, right, taking a shit. I'm fucking working. I believe I was at Walmart.
Dude, Walmart's the worst. Their cracks are like this big on the doors.
Yeah, like why even...
Like you could walk through there, like, son of a bitch.
Why even fucking put a door? And I hear the door rattle, and I hear, oh, son of a bitch. And I was like, oh, fuck, I just ruined this old man's... He needs to take a shit, and I'm in the handicap stall. And all of a sudden I hear, like somebody's doing something. And I'm fucking there, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on out there? All of a sudden I just see two hands grab underneath the door. And this old man, he was the janitor.
He didn't know you were in there?
Yeah, because I was in a handicap stall. So, you know, fucking handicap stalls at Walmart, it's the size of an examination room at a hospital. Oh, he fucking starts climbing over there, and I'm like this, looking at him, and we make eye contact. He's all fucking looking at me backwards, and I just go, "What's up?" Or I say, "What's up?" And he was like, "Hi, oh," and he fucking slides back out. Flood of memory.
Oh my god.
He's probably dead by now. I was in my 20s.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So that. That little script,
shit.
that little scripts.
Hey, Percio.
Brought back so many memories.
Oh my god.
So I give Peepers a thumbs up.
Dude, that's like all those big box stores, man. You go into the bathroom You know, and you don't want to have to go to the bath. You were working there, so you didn't have a choice. But like, you don't want to have to go to the bathroom where you got those places, and then you know, that whole thing. Dude, I hate that. I just always hate. I'm always like, if I do have to use a bathroom, I'm like looking, and inevitably you can always see the mirror because the thing's always right there, and there's always somebody washing their hands that looks in the mirror. They know you're in there, and so they look in the mirror right through the crack, and you always make eye contact. It's fucked. Why don't they? You know, truck stops don't have that crack at all. It's like real doors that close, and like you're like can't see in there,
like tight seals and shit, like you hold water.
Yeah, but like, man, the Walmarts, they're like that wide. You're just like, hey, buddy. Yeah, so that one actually hit home. The other one I really liked, Bloodbath, I really liked too. But I kind of thought it was a little weird that like there'd be a guy in there screaming and yelling, and somebody, I don't know if the other person that he murdered came home during the middle of it, or if he was already there and just didn't come out until like the guy in the bathroom was screaming.
Like come out?
I don't know.
Like come out?
Like he did like come out of his room, not his closet. So like he like because the guy's banging on the door, but like whenever the guy is yelling for his roommate, and then he comes to the door and he says nobody's out here, and then all of a sudden, you know, whacked. The guy whacks him off, and
yeah, he does.
And he's dead. I like that. I mean, it was kind of cool.
I can't wait to see him made. Like, it's going to be cool.
Yeah. And I kind of thought that was another...
I don't know if Lyric's going to write one and do one too, but I told her hers better be about a shady fucking leather daddy truck stop glory hole. Has to be.
That's pretty disturbing.
Has to be.
So speaking of leather daddies, Hellraiser, Clive Barker. Clive Barker is the king of the leather daddies.
Man, that's so weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, him and Rob Halford, man.
I did not know that until what? Didn't I tell you like this year?
Yeah, like not too long ago.
I did not know that he was
into the
excuse me,
into the wild side.
And then I was like, oh shit, it all makes sense.
Yeah, Hellraiser growing up was one of my favorite horror movies. I think they made too many sequels.
I like 1 and 2 and 3. It's really close.
It starts falling off at 3. And
you can't have a Cenobite made of CDs.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, no.
Well, it was the 90s, you know? They had to, like, at that point, you're in the 90s, you need to make a technological Cenobite. So, you got the... What's the other one that you said was pretty good, though?
I really... the other ones, I try to watch them, fucking just shit. But Hellraiser Judgment...
Judgment, okay.
That's pretty good.
That's the one with the... You said with
hey, what's up, Frankie?
detective.
Dude, I mean... I think Pinhead in there looks kind of like the original OG Pinhead's sick little brother.
Yeah, was it so it wasn't Doug,
no.
What's his name?
I mean, you can tell he looks kind of weird,
yeah.
But the story's good. It's about 2 cops looking for a serial killer. It's fucking good. I liked it. And he goes into this house, and the Cenobites are in there, and they judge people before, if they're going to go where they're going to go.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And they, like, stick all these shits in them, and they have to drain out of their mouth, and a Cenobite tastes it, and he can see if it's evil. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Wow, that's weird. I'll have to watch that one. I haven't seen that one. But I think that I don't know. The original is still my favorite.
Oh, you can't fuck with the original Hellraiser. That shit is badass.
And the
soundtrack is fucking great.
Yeah.
It's all fucking.
The soundtrack was Christopher Young on the original. So that's like actually one of the things that really makes that movie is the soundtrack. And the soundtrack is Christopher Young, who also did Sinister. He did Drag Me to Hell. I just mentioned him not too long ago on a different show.
They used some of his stuff.
Hey, Mr. Monkey.
Mr. Monkey. They used some of his stuff in this one.
Yeah, he did one of the he did the autopsy episode of Cabinets of Curiosity too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but yeah, that dude has done some amazing soundtracks. That guy's done like a lot.
I could just put on the Hellraiser soundtrack and listen to it.
Dude, it's good. It's good. If that comes out on vinyl, I want to get it. I mean, they probably already put it out a long time ago, but I'll have to check.
So this new Hellraiser, it's not a reboot, it's a reimagination.
Yeah, and I love it. This is my favorite one next to the original. The original one holds a special place in my heart, and the original one is I think for maybe except for the demon that flies that grabs the puzzle at the end. You know, she like throws it in a fire.
That's the best part, dude.
I'm saying except for that, everything else is practical, and I'm not sure if that's practical and green screened in.
No, it's practical.
Okay.
Like
I wasn't sure.
You can tell, like it's.
I was just gonna say everything else for sure is practical in that show, and I wasn't sure if that was like just a little stop motion that was green screened in.
Dude, that shit is the ending is so fucking good.
It's cool, man. Like the original. Like the blood and everything's so good in the original. And
I love showing that movie to people that have never seen Hellraiser.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck?
I hate that, Carlos.
That's what it was.
They're called Cinnabons. Oh, yeah, no, Cinnabites.
We're going to open a little chain of restaurants called Cinnabites. Every little Cinnabite comes on a little leather thong that you got to take off, like foil wrapper.
We can have Cinnabite cereals. Yeah, Cinnabites. As soon as you put Cinnabon,
I forgot to tell you this. I mean, I've probably said it before, but Lyric was like, fuck, she was like 5 or 6, maybe a little bit older. And back then we would go and I'd buy DVDs. I'd be like, let's go to Best Buy. So I told her, we're going to go buy your first DVD today. So I take her to Best Buy and she's looking around like, she's just like, which one am I going to get? She comes back, I want this one. It's fucking Hellraiser.
That's awesome.
That was her first fucking
The one
movie.
with like Pinhead on the cover?
Yes, that's first cool. DVD she ever wanted to buy. The first DVD she wanted to buy was Hellraiser. And I was like, fuck yeah. And now look at her. She's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Writing fucking short stories about leather daddy trucker glory holes.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Peepers and poopers and bloodbaths.
So you said this is like a reimagining, not a reboot. And I like this one the most, I think, because they next to the original, because they really did. They took the original story and made a lot of the same type things are happening. Like in the original one, someone's feeding something, feeding people to the Cenobites. Like there's a bad person feeding people to the Cenobites. That's the same thing in this. Like there's a bad person feeding people to the Cenobites. There's a person who's able to stay away from the Cenobites, just like there is in this one. There's, there's just a lot of, there's a person who thinks they're doing it to try to get maximum pleasure, and that's what the lead person in this one's doing too, like this one turns out different because in the original, Frank, who's the bad guy, he's doing it because he wants to feel the ultimate pleasure. And in that one, they say like pleasure and pain indivisible, and he he wants to escape because he's like in hell, but like when they do catch him again in the original, and they're like getting ready to they caught him and Christy like basically got him to get caught again, and when they catch him, they're like fucking him all up, but he's also smiling. So it's like it hurts, but he loved that dude's, that was probably more along the lines of actual Clive Barker. But
that's
in this
a great
one,
scene when he says Jesus wept.
Oh yeah, man.
Jesus wept.
Jesus wept. And they fucking rip him apart. Yeah. But this one, I did not know what to expect going into it. a lot of people hated it. And
I'm like, did you not see the other fucking 10 they put out?
Dude,
They're terrible. And this one was great. People are just so fucking...
I don't really read a lot of reviews because I just don't care about what other people say, which is kind of ironic.
No, they don't say Jesus wept. It sucks.
No,
but they do say some stuff.
They do use some of the other lines. The most famous one being we have such sights to show you.
She's great, dude. I love. People were like, fucking female. No way. The way she talks, and she's just a fucking vicious fucking
I think
bitch.
that the lead character that plays that plays the Hell Priest or Pinhead in this one is what's her name? Odessa Zion?
No, that's Jamie Clayton.
Oh wait. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Jamie Clayton.
Odessa's man, she's so gorgeous. Dude, she's fucking gorgeous.
Who?
The main girl.
Odessa.
Fuck. I was like, damn.
I didn't think she was ugly, but I didn't find her particularly attractive.
Maybe because she was an ex-meth head. You know how I like
in
him.
The show. In the
show,
how
I like him, right? I hate Doug Carlos.
So she's in real life a transgender woman, the woman that played Pinhead.
I didn't know that till today.
So people could just be like, maybe people are mad about that. Who knows?
I thought she did great.
I don't think it matters. I don't give a fuck who plays those Cenobites because in the books, they talk about how they're genderless. They're not men or women, so it doesn't really matter.
They're in the comic book, they're more.
Yeah.
They look even less. You can't tell what they are.
Very androgynous. Yeah.
The only problem I have with the movie is the Cenobites look too clean.
Yeah,
too rubbery. You know what I mean?
I didn't like that.
They needed more blood and juice.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Dirtier. They're from fucking hell. They're demons from hell.
The original one, they're all super leathered up, and they changed that, and it's more like they have white. It looked more like they were
angelic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a costume somebody made for Comic-Con or something.
Yeah, it does actually.
But
fucking cosplay.
But
it was cool. One of them throat looks like a fucking vagina.
Yeah, that's the
gasp.
Yeah, that's Selena Lowe. She was. Oh
yeah, she was
in Boss Level. You saw that yet or no?
At the shop.
Yeah, she's in Boss Level. She was she's quite what's her name? Kwai Jin, I think. She's the one that's always.
If y'all haven't seen that movie's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy. I love it. The ending's just the ending just happens. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
What's the name of that movie with Tom Cruise in it? Time Cop, where he's keeps having to start.
Minority Report.
Where he keeps
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, yeah.
They changed it to Live, Die, Repeat. You know that, right? They took off. When you buy the DVD now, it doesn't say anything about Edge of Tomorrow. What? It says Live, Die, Repeat.
Really? They changed the name of the movie?
They said if they would have just... it was originally going to be called Live, Die, Repeat.
Weird.
But they put Edge of Tomorrow Edge of Tomorrow, and people were like... People didn't want to go see it. People are fucking weird. I went twice to see that bitch at the theater.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a great fucking science fiction movie. Schindler's List, yeah. That one's where they keep going back in time.
Yeah.
It's another time buddy cop movie.
Yeah. But yeah, she's great in that, and she was good in this too. It was weird when it showed her at a distance. I'm like, what's going on with her vajayjay? Because there's something going on there, but they never close it up. They never get it close enough to show you what's going on, But
if you slow it down and you can still hear the sound, you hear nom nom.
I'm like, what's going on down in the nether regions there?
Nom nom.
Yeah, man, I liked the story. I thought the story was good. I liked that she was
she's an ex-junkie.
Ex-junkie.
Man, Lyric just told us today, she worked with that guy on the...
Oh, yeah, her brother.
The brother in Hellraiser.
The guy that played Matt.
She
Brandon
worked with him
Flynn.
at the set she's on. I don't want to say the name of the movie coming out because it hasn't been released yet, or the show, but she said he's really nice.
The working title is Secret Show 44.
Secret Show 44.
Secret Show 44. Look it up online.
Yeah, so she worked with him, and she said he's super cool and super nice. And
Yeah, I didn't think there was any weak acting in this. I thought it was all pretty good. I really liked the story. I thought the story was a good story.
Brandon Flynn.
Flynn, yeah.
That's who was the brother. That's who Lyric knew, and I was like, what the fuck? And see, she said he's so nice.
He's so nice.
So nice.
The
fuck yeah, he is.
I mean, I thought it was really cool how they were just kind of how they did the wrap up on the show. Like she ended up being really smart about it, you know. Like she, you know, I mean, I'll talk about that when we get further into the show. But yeah, I really like this. I really like it.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the. I mean, I guess it kind of made sense why the boyfriend wanted her to get rid of it, the puzzle box.
Yeah. So we're getting into deep spoiler territories here, but it starts out and we're in Belgrade in Serbia, and there's this lady is buying the puzzle, kind of like how Frank is at the beginning of the
whole
original.
movie was filmed there, right?
Yeah. And she takes it back, and you don't really see anything after that, and then you just go straight to a son of a bitch. I'm gonna get that ready, and then we can finish. If you want to keep talking, go ahead.
About what?
About the movie.
I get shell shocked when you're not talking. I'm just playing. No, so she takes it to, and she gives it to this millionaire guy, Goran Bliznik.
Mr. Voight.
Yeah, but his name is like crazy. I don't even want to. Yeah, he's some millionaire guy, and he's been waiting for
To Lyric.
To LDG. Tastes like rotten grapes.
That's what all wine tastes like.
Why is it warm?
Because it took too long for anyone to redeem it.
Has it been sitting in the storage unit?
I left ice on it, but it melted.
Oh, god damn it.
I left it here all week.
It's growing new grapes at the bottom. Okay, keep going.
So she takes it to, well, we don't know where she takes it to, but the next scene is the next time you see the box is there's this guy Joey, something like that. Joey or Johnny, Joey, I believe, who by all appearances seems to be a male prostitute.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, because he is very male prostitute.
Sex worker number one.
He's very male prostitute looking, and he's in this like billionaire mansion, and he's walking around. There's like an orgy going on in one corner. He's just walking around looking. He goes to the bar to order a drink.
That's like an everyday thing at I Hate Doug Carlos's fucking apartment.
Yeah. He goes to the bar to get a drink, and what's her name? Sabrina? What's her name? The lawyer that bought the box. Do you know her name?
So
Serena Williams. So Serena Williams is at the bar, and
Serena.
She says, you know, she starts talking to him, and he says, I don't know what he says, like, but can't remember, but she's like, oh yeah, do you know Mr. Voight? And she's like, yeah, I work for him. And then she kind of looks him up and down and goes, he'll be real happy to meet you.
Uh-oh.
And she takes him, she tells him in 10 minutes, meet me in the, meet me down the hall. We got to wigify us.
And then he fucking hands him oh, what's this? This is badass. That's what he says to the kid. Right?
Yeah, the little kid, not a little kid.
The sex worker.
The little kid sex worker. He's been sex trafficked. I mean, it is in Serbia, so. Oh, check this out. Damn. I don't know what this is. This is a weird.
You look like an anime bitch.
I am an anime bitch. Man, this one looks pretty nice.
Do I have it all wrong? Continue.
But they basically trick him into messing with the box, the puzzle. And the guy's like, yeah, check it out. And he's like, do I get a prize if I open it? And Mr. Voight says, I do. And so he fucks with it, and it opens up, and the Hellraisers come and get him. The Cenobites come to get him.
The Cinnabons?
And I can't find our thing here. The Cinnabons come to get him. What? The Cinnabons come to get him, and Mr. Voight apparently gets his...
Oh, there it is.
Apparently gets his wish, and it just cuts from that scene. But that dude gets fucked up by the Cinnies.
He's like, it's cool. It's a cool scene because he's fucking around with it, putting in, and you see the kid go up in the air behind him with chains and shit.
Yeah, like after. Oh, I feel like my wig's all fucked up. What's this little loop here?
You need to go. You need to turn it to the right, not the other way. Right there. There. Perfect. Look at that. Your fucking bangs are on point, dude.
But what's this thing?
I look like the lead singer of Goo Goo Dolls' fucking dad.
I'm definitely not going to make it on RuPaul's Drag Race. Can't even get a wig on, right?
Fucking make it on any drag race.
Fuck yeah, I am. Bro, check this out.
So then it cuts to...
I'm Dougalita.
Cuts to Odessa, right? Banging her dude?
Yeah, like full on banging her. She's like... I mean, they like... I was like,
flip
wow.
Me over.
Yeah, flip me over.
Flip me over.
Harder, faster. I'm like, holy fuck.
She's like, just throws out.
Dude.
She's like, call me Birdo. Like, where the fuck did that name come from?
What was real
call
weird?
Me Birdo.
What was really weird is I was just like, I'm sorry, Grandma. I didn't know this was in this movie. I had to tell my grandma sorry because, like, that chick's just full on getting banged, and my grandma was like on the couch, like, oh my God.
There was nothing like this in the original Hellraisers. Well, no. I'm sorry, I made your grandma sound Mexican.
She's not. She's very white. Very white.
Then I picture her talking hillbillyish and enjoying it.
Well, god dang, look at that.
You remember when we did that, Douglas?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Whew. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, they're basically...
Like, they're going at it. And and I'm like, why is she talking so loud? Saying, flip me over, fuck me, you beast, or whatever. And then they come out of the room and everybody's in the living room.
Dude, I was just like, wait, you got roommates? And you're like, and she's just like, you heard us fucking. And I'm like, yeah, who wouldn't have heard that? You're like in there screaming and shit. That was a little weird. But, you know,
and that's when you meet her brother and
Matt.
her brother's boyfriend.
Yeah. And, yeah, I Trevor.
No, Colin.
No, Trevor's her boyfriend. Colin is his boyfriend.
Colin.
Yeah. And Nora, who's the other roommate. But yeah, dude, it just like instantly she goes out that night, or she's like talking.
Matt's her brother.
Yeah, Matt's her brother, and they're talking, and like the dude talks her into going and robbing this place, and they go and rob this place, and the only thing they get is the fucking puzzle, and
I didn't buy that. That's another thing I didn't like. I didn't buy the way they just popped the safe open.
Well,
but maybe it was meant to be that way. Maybe because they wanted him to find it.
Yeah, but how did he get the safe open?
He just hit it. She hit it with a fucking crowbar.
And it just opened.
She knocked the dial off, and then he put the crowbar in the crack and opened it up.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not how safes work. Especially that motherfucker. That bitch looks like it weighs a ton.
Yeah.
For being small, it looked like it was solid fucking metal.
Yeah, but, you know, like you said, you find out later that that they definitely were setting the bitch up. They're like, fuck you, bitch. So, I mean, I don't really know where to go and not, you know, I mean, we're already just ruining the whole movie, but
who cares? It's just.
Yeah, I mean, it's like she gets to a point where they're like, oh, this is all that's in this safe, and he's like, it could be worth something, and she's like, well, I'll hang on to it, you know, like.
And he doesn't argue.
No, because he's like, it's probably worth nothing, and she's like, well, what if it is? I'll hang on to it. And he's just like, okay. And then she starts fucking with it. And, well, no, first her and her brother get into a fight because she gets drunk and she's a drug addict. So he kicks her out and she leaves, and she's at a park and she starts fucking with it, realizing it's a puzzle. And
it doesn't get her.
It pops open and a knife comes out, a blade pops out, but it doesn't get her.
I like that. I like that they added that in the movie where it needs blood.
Yeah.
And it knows to come and get
I was going to say that too. It's cool because whoever actually pops it open, like, it's like it gets your blood, so it knows that's who it's coming for. And so she pops it open, but the way she's holding it, the knife doesn't hit her.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I guess, whatever.
Why does this wig look so bad?
There's a couple spots in the movie that I didn't agree with, but that was one of them. She winds up finding these pills in her car because she's sleeping in her car. She dumps them out, but then she goes back and she takes like 3 or 4 of them. She gets all fucked up, so she relapses. And the brother gets all fucking worried and calls her, and it goes to voicemail or whatever. So he goes looking for her, and he finds her knocked out in this park. And he finds the fucking box.
He cuts himself
and he cuts himself. And he's like, goes to the restroom, a glory hole fucking park restroom. Disgusting. Like, if you look real close, you can see the Candyman logo. And
is it really?
You can see the Blair Witch logos on the walls and shit.
I didn't see that. And
he goes to the sink, and the sink starts making weird noises. And I love these parts in the movie. I love it. Anyway, it's just like in the original, but there wasn't a lot of different spots they go to. It was just in a mental hospital.
Yeah.
But in this one, anywhere they're at and the Cenobites come out, the shit opens up.
Yeah.
The fucking floor's open, the ground goes down. Anywhere, and I thought that was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
well, in the restroom, the walls fucking just opens up, and there's a long hallway.
Dude, you know what my favorite one was on those things was whenever they were in the van and Nora gets taken. Dude, that shit
was badass.
And she looks in the mirror, and like the van like
stretches
still normal,
into a hallway.
But like the vision is like it's like stretched really far into the hallway.
That shit was badass.
Yeah, that was cool. That was
so it takes
that
his
was
ass.
My favorite one.
You hear him scream. Nora hears him scream. Or Riley. Why did I say Nora?
I don't know.
It's weird. Who the fuck is Nora?
Nora's the roommate.
Oh, okay. Riley wakes up and hears him scream, and he's fucking gone. She goes in the restroom, there's nothing.
Yeah.
And you know he's fucking dead. Once they take you, that's it. You're fucking gone.
Yeah.
Ain't no coming back. So the cops show up, and they're like, we don't know what to fucking tell you. He's gone. Like, there's nothing here. What happened?
Don't you think it's fucked up that just because you cut yourself on this box that has no warning label?
It's a fucking hell box, a hell puzzle.
But you go to hell. What if you've been like a good Christian your whole life?
Don't get me started on that.
Well, I'm just saying.
No.
Like,
we need to skip.
Why would they
skip to the next part, Doug?
How would they just take you to hell? But so they like, I guess they apparently take him to hell because you never see him again. No, I mean you do. You see like we got a fog machine going.
Oh shit! Put a lot of fog. There's a lot of there's some fog in the.
Bitch is stuck on right now.
Mr. Monkey, did you see the new Hellraiser? You should watch it. I think you'd enjoy it. Seeing how you do not like hell.
Who would like hell? Like, if it was really like how they portray it, no one would like hell.
I do. You know how I like shit warm.
You want to get fucked up like that?
But you know what it is, right? You don't like the heat. You don't like the cold. So when you go to hell, guess what? It's going to be ice cold.
Yeah, exactly. Who would want to go there?
So I better shut my fucking mouth.
Yeah. You know what's going to not be there? No pops. There's not going to be pops. There's not going to be any horror
Sugar
movies.
pops.
Pops like
Popsicles?
no toy pops.
No toy pops.
There's not going to be toys to collect. You're going to see like a cool toy that you wanted your whole life in hell, and then all of a sudden you're going to reach for it and it's going to melt. But it's going to melt on you and burn your hand. Your hand will fall off.
Mr. Monk, he's always busy, man, battling those fucking fires. Motherfuckers leaving their tortillas on the comals. Like fucking Douglas over here.
I don't know what a comal is.
That's how you warm up the tortillas, on the comal. The black skillet.
Oh, like a cast iron?
Dude, those are the best ones.
I just throw mine straight on the fire.
Let's fucking get him. What did he say?
Vuso. No, Vuso.
So she starts researching where this fucking thing came from, and she looks up, she finds the lawyer. So her and fucking, what's his name, Trevor?
You know what, though? After all that shit happens with him, or after her brother disappears, with him. Yeah, it's toasty in the shop today. In the whatever this thing is.
The container. Fucking.
Wow, I got hairs all over me.
Reminds me, I gotta look for some fishing reels.
You know, I started thinking. I was like, that seems a little weird. Like he, whenever she showed up at his house, did you see how he looked out he kind of looks out the thing like, why is she here? And I was like, that was like when she goes to her boyfriend's house after her brother disappears.
Oh yeah, because
yeah, and I was like, that was kind of a weird thing. I don't know why he did that whenever I watched it. I don't know if you caught that or not, but like I was kind of like, huh, he seems a little sus. And
yeah, I mean, he did have a fucking West Side haircut.
And so like I mean, he was a drug addict too, right? Like they met in the 12-step program. So yeah, that was a little weird, and I was like, oh, something's going on with this dude.
They find the lawyer, they go visit her, she tells them, you need to leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
The boyfriend keeps saying, no, leave it alone.
Yeah, and she's like, you believe me? You believe this is real? And he's like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with it.
And the lawyer starts arguing with her.
Trying to take
it away. And I'm like, what are you doing, bitch? And sure enough, she fucking pokes herself. And she starts having a stroke or something. And they leave. And they're wheel her in a wheelchair to a scanning room to check her. And guess what? The fucking walls start opening up. The Cenobites
come to get her.
Cenobites. New Cenobites. Mom, what's for breakfast?
Cenobites.
We have such cereals to show you.
Dude, can we make a commercial? That's what we need to do. We need to start making commercials. We need to start doing skits to get people.
That was good. Fuck, we gotta write that one down.
We have such cereals to show you. I'm gonna write that down right now. Such.
Thanks, Mom. And he's all
cereal
fucking peeled back skin.
To show you.
Morning, sis. Care for some Cenobites? New Cenobites coming soon to a fucking store near you. Not affiliated with General Mills.
Fuck. This is gonna be a good commercial.
Shit.
Yeah. So
doors open up and it's cool because she can't breathe. She's already having a hard time breathing, and that chick, the fucking
the one that
gasp,
they can't breathe either,
or asphyx.
Asphyx, yeah.
She comes out and her fucking, she's all
yeah,
and it fucking fucks her up and takes her to hell.
Dude, these motherfuckers breathe terribly in this show.
Like, I love they did justice to the Chatterer. The Chatterer
was good. There was another one that was at the house when they go outside and when they're trying to get one, and there's a different one that you only see like a little bit and you don't see it again. And then there was the one that they actually kill, and you don't see that. You don't see that one very long either. But.
So they find the boyfriend tells her, Trevor says she disappeared after we left. She's gone.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What the fuck?" So she starts researching more, and she finds out the millionaire guy had something to do with it. He's the one that owned the box.
Yeah.
And he was like, have you ever heard of him? And he's like, "No, I haven't."
I'm gonna move this because it keeps blocking your face. I want people to see your face.
My beautiful brown eyes.
Yeah.
All three of them. Oops. So she finds out everything. She tells
Trevor,
but she tells her brother's boyfriend.
Yeah, Colin.
And they wind up showing up later, right?
Yeah, she
goes to this mansion and it's cool. The mansion's covered in this.
Yeah, she does all the like
fucking great. The whole fucking mansion.
Yeah, it's like they put up a crazy super security gate around it. And the weird thing is like she does all this research and she actually gets there and does more research in the house and finds a journal that shows all the different configurations of
If you
the box.
look, there's other Cenobites in the drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if they make, they're going to make a part 2. It was the most watched TV show or movie that came out in October.
Was it really?
So there's a pregnant one called The Mother. She's a pregnant Cenobite.
That's cool.
Yeah, that should be fucking badass.
Yeah, I didn't see, I literally haven't watched any reviews on this thing. I haven't read any reviews.
I think I just saw, I saw Chris Stuckman's review. That was it.
And so like, I don't know, I want to watch some more after we do this, but, yeah, man, I really like this movie. And she goes in, she starts researching this stuff, and I like how in that book she's reading, it shows all the different configurations and what they are, and then if you end up solving it, you get to choose
which one you want.
Configuration.
But they're all fucked up, and you know it, because they're fucking Cenobites.
Well, you know it's like, and so that's the whole thing. She sees that there's one called Resurrection. And
there's laminate, which is life, lore, which is knowledge, lauderment, which is love, liminal, sensation, Lazarus, resurrection, and Leviathan, power.
And the other guy,
you get to choose what you want.
Yeah, and if you choose Leviathan, the god that the Cenobites worship or work for, I guess technically, is Leviathan.
And when they show it at the end, you know it's the same one from part 2, right?
What do you mean when they show what?
When they show Leviathan at the end, in the sky.
Oh yeah.
It's the same one from part 2, and they did it justice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was cool.
So she figures out what's up.
Yeah,
and that's when Colin shows up, right, with the roommate.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend, is the boyfriend with her, or does he show up later too?
No, he's there with him too. Yeah, because they go looking for her, and they're like, they don't know. And I think he kind of led them there, the boyfriend, knowing what you know at the end. I think he probably led them there to, like, trap them, basically. So it turns out, just skipping to it, the boyfriend's a fucking piece of shit who was getting paid by Voight, who... No,
they all arrive at the same time to take... Riley's by herself.
Yeah.
And they arrive in the van.
Yeah, they all come together
to take her home.
Oh, that's what I thought you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he tricks them into coming because he wants to sacrifice.
Yeah, he needs 6. How many? 6, right?
6, yeah. And so, yeah, that asshole is working for Voight.
Yeah, you find out.
Who's been missing, or has been presumed dead for forever. And
fucking Nora's there, and he's pouring her a drink. And he says, that's another throwback when he says, "What's your poison?" That's what they say. That's what they say in the original.
That's cool.
He's like, "What's your poison?"
Yeah, there's like a good amount of throwbacks and things that are very.
And when
similar.
he goes around, she opens a door, or the door opens.
Yeah, there's a secret door. She flips a switch and a secret door opens.
And she goes in, and there's somebody running around in there. You don't know what the fuck's going on, and somebody snatches her and stabs her.
Well, yeah, stabs her with the box.
With the box in the back. There's a fucking mosquito in here. I knew it.
Where?
Flying around. It got my fucking forehead.
I just killed him.
Yes. So she comes out. Fuck. Fucking.
Somebody stabbed me.
Somebody stabbed me in my lung, huh? So they grab her, they throw her in the van, and that's when that fuck up shit happens.
Yeah.
The van stretches and shit. That was badass.
Yeah, and basically the roads have changed. They can't get away, and so they end up running back to the mansion, right? And dude, how do you know we don't have one? Panama Red said we need a secret trapdoor at the shop.
When I'm in the restroom for hours at a time when you're there, where do you think I go? I'm not taking a shit.
That's where you have to pull the right lever in the bathroom and a secret door opens up.
You never notice there's 2 flushers on the toilet?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy, basically.
I thought her death in the van was the best one out of the movie.
Yeah, I did too.
Where she fucking pulls out one of her pins and, dude, and they show it?
Yeah.
That's
like
CGI.
when she's actually getting hell. Well, that's the thing. This movie is mostly CGI.
I'll show you a secret garden.
And I think that's why I don't know, I just have this like love. There's something about looking at CGI versus looking at the exact same thing done in practical, and practical always looks better to me.
So, speaking of practical, I got on YouTube and I watched Terrifier 2. Mm-hmm. Just for the kills. Because, yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, but there's no sound.
Really?
They took all the sound
Wait,
off.
you said you watched it on YouTube?
Yeah. So I just fast-forwarded through all this. They're so fucking cheesy, the kills.
Are they? And they're all practical, though?
Every single kill is practical. There's no CGI. It's filmed fucking terrible. The lighting's bad. the practical effects are terrible. Some of them are all right, but you can tell they're just... But goddamn, like, it brought back a lot of memories of cheesy 80 movies.
So why do you think they made it like that?
Because it only cost them $250,000, and it's made over $10 million.
That's crazy.
They're in talks. A big movie production company wants to buy it up and make a new one.
That's freaking nuts.
$250,000, and it made over $10 million, and it's still going strong. That is the biggest turnaround money-making movie ever.
If we can do the same thing, me and you, but spend $250, that means, and it has the same amount of success, we can make $10,000.
Practical magic, Sandra Bullock, boom.
I love Sandra.
Yeah, so yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, it's bad. He fucks these people up. Like, you're like...
Who?
The fucking... I'm still talking about...
Are you talking about Terrifier? Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Dude.
I didn't know if you were talking about Terrifier.
It's like he just doesn't stop. Like,
that's what the whole... See, that's kind of like what I don't like about Terrifier. I'm just like... There's literally no story. The first one is like... He sees 2 girls in a bar. He terrifies them for the rest of the show. Like, I'm just like... It's like... I don't know. I'm kind of like... at a point where if I was 18 years old and I watched it, which, maybe this movie's not made for me, but if I was 18 years old, the mindset I had about horror back then, I'm like, fuck, look at all that. Like, they're totally fucking these people up. I would love it. But now I'm kind of like, I kind of want a story to go along with it. I don't want to just see a bunch of fucking fucked up stuff. I want there to be a story too. So I don't know if there's a story in the new Terrifier or not.
I didn't have any volume, so.
Panama Red, you said Terrifier has a bunch of hot chicks. Are you talking about the new Terrifier, Terrifier 2, or the original Terrifier? Because that's kind of like...
There's a cool shotgun blast, and then he shoves the hole full of mashed potatoes.
That's what's weird. It's like they
what
just...
the fuck? Like... Listen to what I said.
I heard it.
He blows the mom's head off with a shotgun. She has a huge gaping hole in her face. And he goes into the living room and he's serving mashed potatoes to the son, who's looking at the mom's blown off head.
But
and he scoops up the mashed potatoes and shoves it in her hole.
I just don't know if there's a story or not. That's what I'm wondering.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Because the original definitely...
Those mashed potatoes are good.
What was the first one called before Terrifier? All Hallows
Eve or some shit.
Like, neither one of those really had a story. They're just like a bunch of fucking murders.
Since when do you like stories?
Always. Since I was like 20.
Okay, enough about Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
We'll get to that when we watch it.
So basically they end up they get enough people killed that the box is at its final configuration where you can choose something.
Well, you find out who was in the shadows first.
Yeah, it's Voight. He's not dead.
But he has this crazy fucking mechanical contraption hooked to him.
Yeah.
Going right through his whole body.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
They
basically...
Whenever he killed Joey, he got to the final configuration, the Leviathan configuration, and got to pick whatever he wanted, and he picked Sensation, thinking that it was going to give him ultimate pleasure, just like Frank in the original one.
But it's Cinnabons.
It's the Cinnabons, and the Cinnabons don't, like, you think they're good, but the calories are way too much. And so they trick him and give him this fucking steampunk look where he's got all of his nerve endings are hooked onto these little pulleys.
That's kind of cool, yeah. And every time he moves,
like a different gear moves.
The gear moves and pulls on his nerve ending.
Yeah, you see an actual nerve like it's coming out of his spine, getting like spun up, and he's just like ah, and like he wanted the ultimate sensation, and that's in human thinking. The ultimate sensation is pleasure, but in Cenobite thinking, the ultimate sensation is pain. So he asked for sensation and he's getting pain. So
he should ask for ultimate pain.
And so they kill the final person with the box, and it's ready to open to its final configuration where you get your wish. And he assumes he's getting the wish, but he's really not. But he starts.
Who is it?
Riley's going to get the wish because they already told her. Oh, she kills her boyfriend.
Because she finds out
he's the one that set them all up.
And he was like, all I asked you was to give her the box, and she should have been. Yeah. So I was like, what?
This guy was like banging a chick and was going to like get her. Here's what I don't like about her. Because you're like, oh, she's so hot. Like in real life, she's so hot.
The meth head thing.
No, you know what I didn't like about her? Okay, she has giant fucking lips, like in real life. Like she has like, and I don't think that's bad. What I think's bad, I realized, is during the entire movie,
she's all pouty.
They made her look sweaty, and I don't know if that's like the meth. Lips. And then they made her lips like it's like they just glossed her lips the whole time. Like every single scene, it's like she just put on lip gloss. And I just imagine her walking around with like strawberry lip smackers.
From Smuckers?
Yeah.
The Smuckers one?
She's putting on lip smackers. And I'm like, why are her lips perfectly glossed in every scene? I thought that was a little weird because like I noticed dumb shit like that. And I'm like, God, why? There's some makeup person who's like, oh, her gloss is like not shining right now. Let's put some more gloss on. We need makeup to the main floor. We need more gloss on Odessa.
We need more smackers.
Yeah,
Smuckers,
more lip
gloss.
smackers. And so I kind of like thought that sucked. But,
yeah, it goes to her. But before that, Voight tells the priestess,
yeah,
I want to change mine.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, you are rejecting our gift? And he doesn't, for some reason, he thinks he's in control of the box, but in reality, they've already told Riley she's in control of the box, like, bring us another and you'll basically get your wish, And so that's what I thought was really, really cool, is he says, I don't want this anymore, and they're like, oh, well, we're going to give you a different gift, the best gift. The power. And because they're like, you don't enjoy pleasure, your actual pleasure is power, so we're going to give you power. And he's all excited, but then all of a sudden the chains come down and get him.
It's a giant fucking chain.
Coming straight from Leviathan. And they pull him up and turn him in. You don't see him. But,
and then they go to her and they're like, what is your wish?
Yeah, and she's like, she says, they're expecting her to say to bring my brother back. And she's like, I know he's gone. I know death is final. I know that you're going to trick me no matter what I do. So she says, she said, I make no choice. I don't want anything. And so they say, you choose lament. And so, like, I mean, lament means, like, you know, extreme anguish and guilt. And so, like, it's kind of crazy because they're saying the worst punishment you can get is not, like, any of the stuff they could do to you.
It's just in your mind.
But living with your own regret and guilt is the worst punishment anyone could ever have. That's kind of how I saw it, and I was like, holy shit, that's kind of badass. They're saying, like, because she's like, I don't want anything from you, and then they're just like, you
having
choose
to live with
lament. That. Yeah, having to live with you killed your brother and your friends. So, like, I thought was badass. I was like, holy shit. Like, that was just, like, this, like, awesome apex to the story that I thought was already a good story. That she didn't choose anything, you know, like, and that's, like, I guess where it's different than the original, because in the original, they're, like, they're not asking her anything. They're just, like, they're trying to take her, and she's like, what if I can bring you back Frank? And they're like, we already have him. She's like, no, he escaped. And they're like, wait, what? Oh shit, he's not here with us anymore, you know? And so she trades Frank for her own soul, which is, I guess that's kind of what she did. She like killed her boyfriend.
And then it flashes to Voight laying on this table.
Yeah.
Full fucking dick shot. I was like,
oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's a full dick shot when they're scanning up.
I was looking in his eyes.
And they start peeling him away. Like, they start peeling all his face and skin, and it makes kind of like a pentagram on his fucking chest, and his dick disappears. They peel that away. They peel off his leg, thigh, muscle, his skin, and then his arms kind of fold up, and he looks kind of like an angel.
Yeah.
And then he blinks his eye, and it opens up, and it's black.
Yeah, he basically turned him into a Cenobite.
Which is cool. That means he's going to be in part 2.
Yeah.
And he was already a fucking dick.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, that was cool. And I think, like, I don't know, man. This movie, I love this movie. I thought it was so good. You had already told me that it was getting really, like, a lot of people didn't like it. And I don't know, what did Chris Stuckman say about it?
He liked it. It's not compared to the first one, but...
yeah, I just don't think any of them, I need to watch the one you
don't watch any
said.
of the other ones. Some of them are just, like, too many fucking, like, it was a dream. Every fucking 10 minutes there's a dream sequence.
And what was
but
it?
Judgment
though,
is good. I like Judgment. I was like, fuck, that was pretty good.
But after a certain point, it wasn't even like Clive Barker anymore, right? Like, it just like
he doesn't have anything to do with him.
Yeah.
The one in outer space is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It goes back to who originally made the puzzle.
Oh.
Back in the 18th century, I can't even remember.
Dude,
it goes all the way to the future. Who has the puzzle now?
There was just like a weird thing where I was like, at some point, I was kind of like, these are starting to suck. Like, and I liked the original one
3 and on, dude,
so much that, like, I just stopped. I was like, I did watch a few of them, and I think there's, like, not including this one, I think there's 9 or something like that. And it's just. And
they just fucking stop. Like,
are they all like? I know the Netflix one's not, but are all the other ones British? Because the first ones are made. The first 3 are.
Judgment might be. Like I said, I started watching some of them and I was like, this is bad. Yeah. But Judgment got me right away, and I was like, oh fuck! Like, I watched the whole thing.
That's cool. I'll have to watch it. I know most of them are on Tubi, I think. So I don't know, man. I saw some things where people were like, they didn't like that it was a female Pinhead. And I think there's a lot of people who feel that way about movies. I mean, yeah, I was upset when they turned Ghostbusters into a bunch of shitty women. But, holy shit, somebody's fucking jamming outside. They're coming to break.
I don't even give a shit that they were women. It was just terrible.
Wait,
the script was just bad. Ghostbusters.
What a bad movie. I still haven't seen the new one.
You can't just put a bunch of funny women and have them tell jokes. You need a fucking story.
Exactly. You can't just have a clown murdering people. You need a story.
He's just a murdering fucking clown.
They're
what
just
kind of story do you want?
They're just Ghostbuster joke tellers.
No.
Dude, Kristen Wiig's in that, right?
Yeah, she's fucking terrible in that movie.
Dude, that sucks because, like, I love her. I think she's so funny.
The CGI is terrible.
Yeah.
I like the new Ghostbusters. The new.
The little kid one?
That one's good.
Ghostbusters Redux?
I don't like that kid from Stranger Things.
But he's good in that?
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't like him at all.
I still haven't seen
They
this one
should have got fucking Brad Dick to play his role. Have him be an older kid.
It'd be like, I'm 14.
I'm 14 years old. I age faster. Did you see that Robin Williams movie? Same thing.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that one. I really want to see it.
It's good. I keep wanting to buy it, but fuck, it's so expensive. Yeah, Paul Rudd. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I want to see it. Paul Rudd plays a teacher, right? School teacher.
He's pretty funny in it.
I like Paul Rudd. He's a funny guy.
He went on to endorse his movie, and guess what came on?
What?
Mac and Me.
Dude, I fucking love Mac and Me. I've got it on VHS. I've got Mac and Me on VHS.
I did a Mac and Me and a rose, and nobody got it tattooed. Sons of bitches.
I know.
So what else you got on this movie?
Nothing. I got nothing. Let me see if I made any. Oh, I liked Matt said you want to play games. Whenever he was kicking around the house, he was like, "You want to play game, Riley? You want to play games? You'll lose." And the whole movie's about playing a puzzle, and you can't win at the puzzle. There's no way to win if you start playing with it. So I kind of thought that was a cool thing. I thought there were other CGI things that I thought were okay. Like whenever Riley is talking to Pinhead and
Hell Priestess,
and she says,
Pinhead.
And she says, "If not you, another," and she starts, the fucking Pinhead Hell Priestess starts messing with the puzzle, and the thing that's forming on the puzzle starts forming on Riley's chest in blood, and then Hell Priest pushes it in, and it goes into the chest too, and that was pretty. I thought that was pretty cool, and she flies back. I thought that was a cool thing. And then the only other thing that this is, I mentioned it to you earlier, and so you probably don't think this, but in the original, which I know very well because it's literally one of my favorite movies, when Frank first starts getting resurrected, because some blood gets on the floor, Christy's dad cuts his hand and some blood gets on the floor and it starts resurrecting him because that's where he was first taken by the Cenobites. So I guess his soul resides there or something. His face shows up on the floor. Do you remember that? It's his face kind of parts of Frank's face just show up on the floor as flesh. And there's one Cenobite in this that you don't see very long, but he's credited as the Mask. And he's like a person, but he kind of has just a face with no head at all behind it. It's just a face on top of a neck. And as soon as I saw that, I thought about Frank. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's a throwback or if that's just me reading something into it.
Is that when the Cenobite or Pinhead's moving the face around?
No, it's... Wait. On the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. On this one, whenever they're kind of in the room and the Cenobites are kind of showing up, he's just one of the ones standing on the side. He doesn't really have a role in doing anything, but he's kind of standing on the side, and you just see him, and he has like just a face with no head. And so I was like, oh, I wonder if like Frank became a Cenobite, you know? That's just kind of what I was thinking, you know, like, so, because obviously as the story goes, every time someone gets taken, they recycle the box to get it to somebody else. So
that'd be cool. I want to see what they do next.
I know. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this thing.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, so do yourself a favor and watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen the other ones, all you need to watch is 1, 2, and this one. Judgment's pretty good. If you want to watch Judgment,
I might watch Judgment tonight if I can find it online.
It's pretty good. It's a good story.
It'll probably be one I'll probably start watching and be like, oh yeah, I've seen this. That's what happens a lot when you remember that the last week you were like, yeah, you've seen that movie, and I'm like, I've never seen that movie. And the one about them going back to their childhood home, and you said it was like live, die, repeat.
No.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Which one?
It's like they go to a cult. They're in the cult.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I've never seen that. The Endless. And you're like, you have seen that? And I'm like, no, I've never seen that. And then we started watching the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I heard their new movie. It's playing at the Draft House.
What are those guys?
In the Dirt.
In the Dirt, yeah.
Yeah, check out In the Dirt trailer. Those guys make weird fucking movies.
Yeah.
And it's brothers. And they act in the movies, too, so.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I mean, for an indie film, it's like great. It was just like such a weird story. Like, it's
hardly any kind of CGI.
Yeah.
It's just a story.
Would you, I think when I saw it, maybe I thought it was like super gonna be like more horror, and I think it ended up being more like just kind of like
sci-fi.
A thriller sci-fi thing, with some horror elements, and so I just kind of, I think I was prepared.
Everything
for
has to be horror for Doug.
No, not at all. I mean, I love Notting Hill.
Yeah, but you would not touch Love Actually.
No, I hate Love Actually.
You're crazy.
And it's about to be Christmas time, so people are going to start pushing that shit on me again.
Oh, I can't wait to go
every
to
year, because people know I hate Love Actually.
Every year I miss it, it sells out. They give you a fucking chalkboard and fucking giant poster boards. You can make your own signs.
Are you kidding me?
No. They give everybody 10 poster boards and markers. So during the movie...
Are you fucking kidding me?
You get there an hour before and you write what you wanted to say. And then when he's doing it on screen, you get to do it. And you're just all like, I love this movie. So you can do it to your partner that you came with, or your boyfriend, your fucking dog. Like, whatever.
Dude, are you kidding?
No.
I feel like you're kidding.
I'm not. You should... Oh, man.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna just get... I'm just gonna wait until the very end, and I'm gonna, like... go and sit down in the front row, and I'm going to hold up the thing, so everybody behind me can see it, and I'll be like, this movie sucks balls, and then I'm just going to walk out.
There goes Doug, banned from the Draft House. It's great, man. I love it. I can't wait for my fucking 9 poster boards.
Dude.
My Sharpie.
Is that real? Do they really give you poster boards and a Sharpie?
Yes, it's a fucking
Where do you
movie
put that
party.
during the movie?
Then between the scenes.
Oh my god!
Dude, it's great, but you have to get there early so you can write on your poster boards.
Why, dude? That's the worst movie. Is that supposed to be a love story? He doesn't end up with the person he loves.
Nobody does.
Yeah, fucking terrible.
Love Actually doesn't exist at all. That's what it means. 9 months.
Wait,
I just saw Notting Hill the other day.
Who's the actress that he's showing, that he's holding the signs to?
Keira Knightley.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was the lady from Last Jedi.
Al Sharpton?
No.
The Black Reverend?
No. Last Jedi. Oh. That girl. She kind of looks like her, right?
Oh, I can't wait.
She kind of looks like Keira Knightley.
My 9 poster boards.
Do you know who I'm talking about? What's her name? But she kind of looks like Keira Knightley.
9 poster boards.
Yeah, man. If you love each other, why wouldn't she dump her husband? She likes money more than she does the person she loves?
No, she likes that fucking giant dick.
Get it, man. I hate Love Actually. And you love Love Actually.
I love it.
I'm going to see if it's on Tubi. I'll try to watch it tonight.
No,
No,
you're
I'll
not.
wait. I'll wait until Christmas Day.
See, we can go do the 9 poster boys.
Oh yeah, if we can get tickets to the Love Actually,
shit
I
sells
will
out
go watch it.
Instantly. Like, I can never get tickets. Even Omega's like, I can't get those. You have to buy them.
Why don't we have her buy them in advance for us?
She can't. You have to. That sells out the fastest every year.
I know, but I mean, if we actually pay full price, but she just gets the tickets.
She can't. You have to get online and buy them. It's one of those where you have to buy them.
She can't buy them at the kiosk there before they hit go on sale.
Not with that one. Not with any Valentine's. Dixon. Dude.
It's some bullshit, dude.
No way. I love Love Actually.
I don't.
I know you don't. You hate it.
I don't hate
On that
it.
note, what are we watching next week?
Next week, we are going to watch Two Witches, an Arrow video production. Which I think we're going to watch that tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
That one, I'm excited about that one. I haven't watched from when it first came out and it was getting some good reviews. I stopped watching anything about it because people are like
shit about it. I haven't seen any reviews.
Me neither.
Lately, I haven't been watching anything on any movie I watch.
Yeah,
I've been hooked on that 70s show since I got Peacock, dude. I fucking had to do it, dude. Last night I had to. I was watching that 70s show, dude. Every fucking 5 minutes, it was 45 seconds of commercials. I fucking got rid of the commercials. So what did you do?
Oh, you paid for the more expensive one?
It's $5 a month. I had to. I fucking hate commercials. And mine are in Spanish. Are yours?
Everything I do is since I moved to San Antonio is in Spanish.
I don't give a fuck about Chevron gas and the Mexican family that's driving to shit. Mexican families can't afford fucking Chevron.
It's got Techron. That's for white people.
Yes, they go to fucking Circle K and fucking Valero like me.
So
fucking Chevron, get the fuck. Vámonos pa Chevron. No, get the fuck out of here. I've never even been to a Chevron.
Yeah, I would say about half of my stuff I watch is in Spanish since I got here.
Terrible.
You know what's funny is I got a voter thing the other day, and it was like a paper for somebody on the ballot, and it was all in Spanish. And I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Soon I'm gonna be able to just say I'm fucking Latinx. Is that right?
Latinx.
Mr. Monkey Stop and Go. God, I wish Stop and Go still existed.
Stop and Go. Man, hell yeah. The green.
Yeah.
Stop and Go. But it was that weird hunter green.
Stop and Go was owned by the Sutherland Corporation, who also owns most of the 7-Elevens.
Sutherland?
I know because they were based out of Dallas, and that's where I grew up. And they had the big Sutherland. There was this building in downtown Dallas that was like kind of had greenish. It was like kind of a greenish tint building, and it was like a pretty tall building. Not anymore, compared to what's around, but it said Sutherland real big on it. So when I was a kid, I was always like, "What does Sutherland mean?" So I looked into it, and I found out they own like all the fucking Stop and Goes, and yeah.
Stop and Goes. Kids don't even know.
Dude, remember when all 7-Elevens used to be 24 hours? Remember when every grocery store used to be 24 hours? Now there ain't shit that's 24 hours.
Man, I used to love to go to Walmart at 2 in the morning.
That's where I'd get all my, that's where I'd go get all my, like, that they'd be getting ready to put out the Star Wars, and I'd be like, I'll stock this for you if I can look through the box before you open it up.
It was stupid when I used to work for Walmart. They'd get pissed off of us for putting shit out.
Who would?
The fucking managers. We had to lock that shit up we had to lock it up in where the guns were.
What, you mean like the special toys?
Yeah, Hot Wheels and shit in Star Wars, we couldn't put them out.
What? How did people buy them?
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and whenever I would put on a box because it was room, I'd get in trouble. I'd get it written up.
That's weird.
And I was like, how do you want us to sell this fucking shit? Picnic. The Carnegie salad, dude, from Picnic.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. Shit is on point.
So next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
2 witches.
2 witches. I think that'll be.
Hope I don't download the wrong one. I'll let you know.
Don't download 2 bitches.
I was looking. I think I might have already downloaded the wrong one because I thought it was called 2 snatches.
That is definitely a different one.
All right, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight, and
yeah, Panama Red, Mr. Monkey,
Frankie,
fucking
everybody,
I hate like
Doug, Carlos, Lyric, G,
Percio. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week, and you can tune in and talk shit.
Later.